when we look at takedowns, everybody makes it difficult. So who's gonna get bored the fastest? I don't know, he looks bored, he looks like he gonna go to sleep. Okay. So, when people talk about takedowns, they go to single leg, they talk about this. They talk about a double leg, they talk about suplexes, right? Okay. What happens is they don't talk about the principles. When you're in the street, you can do good. When you're in the street, it's principles. It's principles. You can't be talking about, I don't want somebody this tall, right? When somebody this, well, not this tall, but this heavy, he's heavier than I am. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going with a single leg in the street. I don't want to go for no single leg in the street. Because for one, I'm like this. That's not good. He can get me in a headlock, he can get me in whatever. It's just not good. My structure is being sacrificed. A double leg is even worse. It's being sacrificed. So the principles of takedowns are simple. If you understand the principles of takedowns, what needs to be done to get them, what needs to be done to defend against them, they're easy. So here's the principles of takedowns. The principles of takedowns is simple. Here's the principles. Mike, the principle is very simple. You have to get from where you are, the person has to get from where they are to where you are. That's the first principle. Okay? The second principle is there has to be some kind of attachment. That's the second principle. The third principle is he either has to twist or he has to lift, right? So if he twists and he turns a certain way, say he has a underhook here, and he has an overhook here, and he just lifts this arm, he can have a twist. If he goes here, right, I don't want you to throw your back out, and he gets a full body lock, then he can lift. So those are the three principles. I don't care whether it's jiu-jitsu, whether it's judo, Greco-Roman, there's principles and you will not find any exception to those principles. The person fighting you, he's got his hands up, I got my hands up, he can't get a takedown until he bridges this gap. That's first he has to do, period. He can't take a takedown from here by osmosis, right? He can't, and I'm lifted and dropped. He has to go from here to here, then he has to attach in some way, attach. Then he has to lift or turn, one or the other. So what does that mean? At some point, you have to have a defense for those three stages, right? So, what are the three stages? We've gone over it with our hands. How do we hold our hands? Somebody tell me. Exactly. That's how we hold our hands. That's how do we hold our hands. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, sir. Right? Lieutenant. So, we hold our hands like that, and why? The first stage, right? The first stage, look where it is. If his hands are up, and I already have to come from here to here, right? Then look, you have that. Or you have it in my face. Both hands. You have it in my face. That's first. That's first. The first stage is, person has to bridge the gap, so you want to have some kind of barrier, so they have to get past your hands, get under your hands or around your hands or clear your hands, right? It's simple. Trust me. Trust me. When you see the posting, you guys got to watch what's posted on our videos. Watch and see the comments that people put up just to try to prove me wrong. Just to try to prove me wrong. And watch how they look so stupid trying to prove me wrong. I say it to say this. There is no exceptions to what I'm saying. There's no exceptions, bro. I don't care what grappling thing you're in. If you're in black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you cannot take me down if he's here. I don't care if Hickson Gracie himself promoted him. He cannot get from here to here. He can't take me down if he can't get from here to here. He can get right here. And then say, he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall until he makes some kind of attachment. I don't care if Hickson gave it to him and Hoyer signed off on a certificate. Ain't gonna happen. And then he has to take me off my feet, right? Or move in such a way that I cannot regain my balance, which is this, right? Take him off his feet, obviously he's lifting both feet. The other one is if, when I get ready to move this way, right? I want you to step with me, okay? Okay. I can't take him down, right? I can't take him down, he's stepping with me. The only way to take him down is if he get ready to step and I hold his leg. Or I go like this and I isolate one leg so he can't step. Or I move in such a way where he comes up on one leg, right? No exceptions. So if you want to know about takedowns, that's how you have to start with them. What does this man have to do in the street? I'm fighting him. What does this man, first of all, you should not be wanting to fight. You should want to overwhelm. Overwhelm. Fighting is you hit me, I hit you, you hit me, I hit you. That's not really what you want. But let's say you're caught in this kind of battle of attrition and the person is not, most people is not going down from one punch, right? That person has to do three things to take you down, no exceptions. And it's not going to be any different. Oh, let me use you. All right. It's not going to be any different, right? If your hand is out here and your chin is down, right? I have to get here. That's simple. Mm-hmm. Right? So we know that. For me to attach, I have to clear this arm in some way. Mm-hmm. This is your first line of defense. Okay. The second one is attachment. Now you have to keep the guy from attaching. Now, by attachment, I don't mean just putting his hand on you. This is not attachment to me. This is attachment. So what you have to do is keep a person from attaching in such a way where they can get that takedown. Okay? There's two things that we use. Two things we use. We use what I call a frame. A frame. We're going to get to it. You guys have used frames. You just didn't call it that. A frame, right? To gain space. Of course, for the attachment, to keep somebody from getting attached, you have to create space for yourself. The frame and then the underhook. The frame and the underhook. Okay? So these are the two things we use. One, we've established that the man has to get from one point to the next, and this fails. Okay? Well, say you come in. This fails, and he clears my hand in some way, and he gets here. The first thing we want to use, right? See how he locked up? Mm-hmm. Immediately, once a person gets past, and say his hands are here, and clear my hand, move my hand out of the way. Now, right here, as he gets ready to move in, I want to frame. This is your frame. Okay? Your frame is when you put your arm up in such a way usually across the neck. This is the frame. So if I'm here, he will put his arm right up here. This is the frame, and he's pushing in. Now I'm touching him. But is that attachment? It's not attachment. This is keeping me from attaching. Okay? Let's run this back right quick. Okay? He tries to stop me. This fails. Bridging the gap fails. Right? Now I clear his hand, and then he frames. Okay? That's the first move for keeping a person from locking up. The second one, right, is the underhook. The underhook is the strongest position you can have anyone in. That, for me, is the king of grappling. The underhook from either side, not double underhooks, from either side is the king of grappling. If I'm in here and I have this underhook, right, lift up.
Nah, I'm going to break my arm if I lift up. That's not
so even if it's here, do it here, right here. No, don't put it up. Just put it right here, right? Lift up. It's the king of grappling. Yeah. You don't want this because you don't have anything. You can take them down with this, but you want one. Then you can leave. Okay? So, now, if I come in, if he comes in on me, first thing is the frame. Turn this way. This failed. Right? Now you've pushed this out of the way. Right? So now you come in. Now you still have come into me. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's the second line. The frame first. Hands are up. I've already bridged the gap. You want to keep me from moving from here to here. Say this doesn't work. Okay? This doesn't work. This comes out, and you can frame. Now, if this comes here, this shift your body, turn this way, and this becomes your frame. No, don't turn your feet. Shift your body. This becomes your frame. So now this is up. This comes out of the way. This shoots in. This frames. Look at me. Okay? Don't look this way. This is here. Once this is here, this turn your body this way. Alternate lead. This is a false lead. This is the lead. This is the alternate. This is a false lead. Okay? So once you're here, if this clears, this cannot shoot right. In bar. Make it like a bar. An angle into the neck. Blade your hand. You ain't gonna hurt me.
All right.
No, I got insurance. Okay, right here. This is your frame. Now, if this fails, now get this out of the way. This hand now shoots up, punches up. Now, I can't know one. Pull his leg back, drop your center of gravity, put this on the shoulder, right here. On the shoulder, right here. Palm, your palm. Right here. There's no takedown. Get a deep underhook. There's no takedown. Shift your weight back, just what I want. So, say you come in. I'm here. You see what I mean? I'm pushing this shoulder back and my leg is back. Right? Now, the only way, you can grab this leg. Right? Now, you can't grab both.
Nah.
And because this is here, you get a good grip now. See? Now don't get a good grip. Now get a good grip. See what I'm saying?
It takes some more energy.
Right. Because I'm pushing your shoulder back and you can't penetrate completely. And you can only get this one leg. But look where you are.
I get choked up.
And this leg is out.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? This leg is out. So there's always ways, I wouldn't do it, but there's always ways to just let this arm go, let this go, right? And just reach around. See? So, because I have that leverage. There's no exception. You understand what I mean? What do I mean when I say no exceptions? Somebody tell me.
There's no way to get around it. It applies universally. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It applies universally. Now, does it apply to MMA fighters? Exactly. There's no exceptions. If you're teaching a beginning MMA fighter, and you're showing single leg, he don't know nothing about wrestling, and you're showing single leg, double leg, you're gonna confuse him. If you're doing that, he won't be ready for his first fight for a year. Because you have thrown all the stuff at him, and he don't know how to apply it. But if you were to take a boxer and say, hey, have you ever wrestled? He said, no. And you say, okay, there's 3 things a man needs to do to take you down. He got to get from where he is to where you are. He has to attach, and he has to lift or twist. If you just told him that, it would be extremely awkward. He would be extremely awkward, and he wouldn't be polished like we are. But I guarantee you, if I said he has to get from here to here, I guarantee you instinctually, you know what he would do? He'd go like this. If I said he also has to attach, he might not know it's a frame, but he will have enough sense to know he got to keep his head back, because your head, your body can only go as far as your head will allow it. See what I mean? All we've done is polished it, but there are no exceptions. So when you were fighting, why is our stance like this? Our stance is not shallow because we're ready for takedowns. As long as my leg is back here, it doesn't take me a great deal of effort to shift it back further. And since my hands are here, and I know what my center of gravity, right? Look, his leg's already shifted back, right? Which already is going to make it difficult for me to get this back leg, okay? His hands are already up, which is going to make it difficult for me to come in, right? This hand is laying back, right? Because it's already going to shoot up. If I get past, it's already going to shoot in for a frame, right? If I get past the frame, this one is already to shoot up for underhook. Shoot, boom, you just punch it in, right? So it's very easy. You're going 1, he comes in, slow, go, come in, 1, it fails. He comes closer, go, I shift in. He comes closer, go, I come up. Now that worked better than I thought. But I was going for underhook, right? So step 1, he has to come from here to here, go. That fails. He goes 2, with a frame, right? He goes 3, gets through, underhook. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's all it is.
I want to attach it. So you want to, would you say frame me first? Or was that the?
Yeah, I will frame first.
Right.
Because if I go for an underhook from here, right, I have to step into something I don't necessarily want to step into. I don't really want to, if I don't want to attach to you, then I don't want to move it in like this way. If I want my distance, then I want to try to frame first because you're trying to take me down. If you're trying to take me down, are you trying to take me down because you think you have an advantage or because you think you don't?
So it's like...
Well, let me answer you that. Why would you try to take me down?
Maybe I think I'm stronger.
Right. Now, let's say you are stronger. Then the first thing I want to do is try to keep you from attacking.
Still frame.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
But I guess it's like, would you do it based on what he gives you? You know, in that order, or is it?
Okay, give me something different. We'll go slow.
Let's just say about.
Okay. I went here and it failed.
Right. Now let's just say if I went for the single leg now, or maybe I might go for the snatch, or like.
You as the offender.
Right. Are you going on based on what he gives you, or are you just staying specific to an order?
Oh, that's general too. So say if I'm here and you come inside, right? Oh, however you would do it.
Okay. Maybe
I still will try to go with the frame. Now, if you could do something else, go slow. Whatever it is, doesn't matter.
Let's just say about this side, maybe. I don't know. I'm just whatever.
See, what I'm saying is that where you still want to follow those particular, because it's about range, I guess. It's about range, right? So if you are here, right, it's still a frame.
Right.
Or if you move this out of the way, it's still a frame. So as long as you are, say, you're not attached, I'll use a frame.
I got you.
Once you put your hands on me and I think you're getting close to it, I have to break it. So if you're here, see, now he's there. To loosen this and keep him, because I can feel there's a little, can you understand what we're saying?
Yeah.
I can feel he's not lock up more. This is a lock, perfect lock. Now loosen up a little bit. His hands are attached, but I can sneak in, right? So if I'm here, I might have to use both. But if I'm here, don't let it go. If I'm here, at least, if I keep going like this, his arms are going to build lactic acid, and he's going to let go. We're still talking about range. If your hands are say you're in the karate position, this is still the same range. Now you're in the boxing position, I'm still the same range. When you were spar for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, what was your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu position? Exactly. So I'm in the same range. It's still the same range. It still applies. As long as you're from here to here, you still have to go from whatever position you're in, from one, whether it's Muay Thai or MMA, you still have to do that. In which case, unless your head becomes transparent, right, it's still there. You see what I mean? So it doesn't matter. Now, let's say I use you. I come in, no matter what style I'm in, this is still viable. Now, let's say I get past this, right? Let's say I get past this. Let's say you don't frame, and I get past this. Now I got a little weight on you. You don't want me to attach to you. If you do this, you're moving in. Now, you people, I want you to watch because he asked a good question. Now, once you're here, you have to move very fast because I have the weight on you. You have actually moved into an area that you shouldn't welcome. You see what I mean? You shouldn't welcome an area with him or an area with him or an area with him. You shouldn't welcome that. So if you can keep a man from attaching and use the frame, you don't want to overstep your bounds by now going in and using an underhook when it's not necessary. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it is. Cause I'm kind of curious. What would I do now? If
What you would
like
do?
if I have the frame and you giving me off the ways and you say I don't want to engage from here.
Yeah,
if it's framing him, I just holding them off for like how would I attack the band?
If you have the frame, that hand can't be dangling down like that. No, you wouldn't want to attach to him. If you have the frame, why are you framing? What's your first reason for framing?
He's
Keep the
breaching.
distance. Keep the distance.
Right. So if you, wake up. If you are framing, your first thing is you want to keep the distance.
Right.
So once you stop that forward attack, that's when you will go into the eyes or something like that, and you will come into the eyes. Okay? Once I'm here, say you come in, and I frame, right? That's when from here, move away.
I'm sorry.
That's when I will be here, probably, I will go in. Obviously, there's been some kind of exchange up here, and it hasn't done anything. Right? Obviously, it hasn't done anything. The guy hasn't gone anywhere. Not you didn't do good, but see, when I'm with you, he's paranoid. When I'm with you, they'll say, oh, he's a smaller guy. How's it gonna work with a bigger guy? That's how these people do. Right? It's always second guessing me, right? So, if I'm here, right, or say I frame him, right? Obviously, punches didn't work. So if I frame him, you coming in? Put your hands up. Right. Right now from here, that's when I would do something vicious. Go into here, rip, something like that. So say I'm here, right? Now I gotta do something extremely vicious. Usually for me, I would just come right across. I would just lift up like a line, excuse my hand. I would just lift up, right? Grab the face with both arms. I would just lift up. I wouldn't even keep fighting from here. I would just lift up like a line on top of somebody, come right over top, and rip his fucking ass down.
Yeah.
Right? That's all we do, just lift right up. Even if you gotta jump up. And rip his ass down. Because you're struggling. You're up here with we just struggling. You done hit the guy, boom, and he still got through. Why? What are you gonna do? Throw a body shot? It's not showtime. And with the adrenaline going, he ain't gonna feel anyway. You know what I mean? He's not gonna feel anyway. He go and try to get out stuff. Right? See, he just come over, rip his ass down. He stand over there, Mr. Cool. You know how I get you? He goes to next to him. He be like, I know. Right? Nah, I'm just joking. You all right? But the thing, my hands are clean. I always use that stuff. So you want to make sure that you level up your violence. If I go in here, say you throw 2 shots to my head. Obviously, if I'm charging forward, this is not what you want to keep doing. So now he has this frame. Then he should have a C-clamp. Now he should go for the C-clamp, push it into the neck. Squeeze. Right? That's when you snatch the head. Right? Here. That's when you snatch the head. Bring the head forward violently. Snatch it forward. Boom. That's when you do that. Now, once you snatch your head in, boom. Right? That's when you come across here, step across here. That's when you grab the face, both hands. Then you grab both feet. That's when you turn the person down. Okay? Once the person's in like this, okay, I went like this, right? That's when I do that. That's when I snatch ballistically. You don't hug the person. Put your teeth. It's not gonna be hard. That's when you go, you palm the back of the head. You say? That's when you got the arm back. It comes in, boom, into the face, boom, the chop, boom, to the back of the neck. Right? Bang! Now that's when you go, you see what I mean? The chop hurts. Boom! Boom! That hurts. Grab the man down, elbow here, bang. But the first thing you want, once he's in here, it's failed. It's failed. He managed to push through. You don't want this.
My bad.
No, I want you to do it. I'm good. It's a great day. Right? You want this. What are you going to do? Right? His head is out of the way here. His head is out of the way here, guys. If he wants to take me down, this is not going to stop him. This hurts, but it's not going to stop him enough. There's nothing here. especially this guy's muscular. He doesn't have a whole lot of fat, right? You have very little choice except to step and try to lower your center of gravity, right? Now right here, I will basically create space. Move out a little bit. I will basically just create some space right here. Come around here, guys. All I would do is, so he wouldn't take me down, I would basically, just very simple, move out like this, boom, and punch right down to his nuts. Straight down, boom, boom. That's it. Now, will he let go? Maybe not. But it gives him something else to think about. Give him something else to think about. Okay, you have to abort that particular position. Now, when you abort that particular position, you may present me with another means of escape or a means of getting the advantage. So, those are two ways, the three ways. One, the man needs to come from where he is to where you are, and you do this. If he gets past it, you free. If he gets past that, the underhook. No, what you can do, no, you basically wanted to keep him from coming in. And now, once you have that position, then you can work from there. Okay? But that's for part two. Okay? Those are the three things. Now, people look and say, oh, there's more to it. There's not. And you people watching on video, I post your stuff. The only time, I just want to say this, the only time I block you people, I'm going to keep this in. I block you people when you say things to me you won't say to my face. The other thing is, if you're saying you have an opinion and you're criticizing me, I always click on your YouTube channel, always, and 90% of you people, true, 90% of you people, most of you represent Joe Rogan. There's nothing on your video. There's nothing on your page. Nothing. Okay? You cannot come into our forum and criticize what we do here, and you have nothing on your YouTube channel. Nothing. And I will even accept, I'm kind of easy with you guys. I will accept you have someone else on your YouTube channel, at least showing you know something of what you're talking about. The difference between me and you is that you see me, you see Dave, you see Mike, you see Rev, you see Darius, you see Muhammad. Okay? No matter what it is, you see us. So those are the reasons. If you insult me, and I know you wouldn't say it if you was in my face. And two, if you have nothing on your YouTube channel showing that you know what the hell you're talking about, I will block you. Okay? I don't owe it to you to stand up or to sit up and spend my time going back and forth. Okay? But if you have an issue with what I said and I need to explain a little further, I'll explain a little further. If you don't believe me and you're in the New York area, it's not a challenge. You can come in and I'll show you everything I say here is correct. Okay, so those are three ways. Again, you have to get no exceptions. The man has to get from where he is to where you are. You can put up a defense. He has to then have some kind of attacks, in which case you want the frame. If he attaches, you want to keep him from being able to take you down by using the underhook. Okay? That's it. Those are the three. And then you can start to work from there. You can work from the frame position using different options. You can work from the underhook position using different options. Okay? All right. That's it. See you next video.